Hey everybody, we're going to continue on here with getting you some enemies to actually attack. This will basically be a two-parter because we're going to need enemies to hit, and then we're going to need a way to set it up for you to register those hits on your character. What we have here is the enemy that I'm using for this tutorial. It's just a new enemy blueprint, character blueprint here I set up as TW enemy for Tokyo Wonderland enemy. You'll just set that up by hitting new blueprint in your content browser of whichever folder you want it to sit in. It's pretty simple enemy I have here, just a mesh. The only thing that I have any bit weird is this landing block here, and it's just to make sure that Alice doesn't land on his head and just stay there for a little while. It just helps slide her off a little easier, and that's just hidden in game. From there, we'll go to the graph. The only thing you really need to set up, even though I have quite a bit, and I'll get into a lot of this stuff later, the only thing you need to set up, at least right now, is I set up my own take damage. Now, they have their own damage here in the game. Apply damage right here. I just didn't want to use theirs because I didn't need all of this, and I like to have control over kind of exactly what's going through, but you're fine to use this as well. I just happen to create my own. You can do either one. What I have is, you just double check to make sure the guy's not dead, otherwise you don't even need to bother. That's going to basically be in like 90% of the things that you do in your enemy, just to double check to make sure they're not already dead. And for me, the damage that just comes out, I set it into incoming damage, but it's based off of multipliers on whether or not it's a strong weapon or a fast one. And also, more importantly, and that's what the Vorpal info comes into, more importantly is the more fun part, I guess, is seeing how they react to the hits. And I just set that up with an enumeration. Enumerations, you'll just click your content browser again, whatever folder you want, and at the bottom when it says create advanced asset, under blueprints, enumeration will be there, 4th or 5th down, something like that. So I just switch on enumeration through there, and I send that damage info from the player controller, or the player Alice, basically, in my game. And that just tells them whether or not they go flying backwards really far, if they just fall over, if they just hunch over for a split second or take a step. But you may not need any of this. None of anything that I have going through here, so you may not need a take damage. And at the end of it all, I just send it to apply damage, which is down here. And you may just be able to go straight to this, just straight to apply damage, and you can use your damage straight out of there instead of it being in this one up here. You can just put it straight in your apply damage, and it comes out. From there, enemy health is really just a number you set. I set it at 100, and I minus the incoming damage, which is just my damage that I set earlier. And that's that. Just every time they take damage, you just minus it out. I send something back to Alice, let her know she hit something, and then from there you just check, is your enemy health damage less than or equal to 0? And if so, they're dead. So I send the kill me. If not, I turn them yellow real quick, just a quick flash, let you know you hit them, and then go back to normal. And for the kill me, well, that's a reset. Here we go. For the kill me, you set that flag as dead immediately, because it takes a couple seconds for my enemies to actually disappear off the screen, and I wouldn't want you doing anything to them while they're already dead. I have my camera zooms set to how many enemies are on screen, so that's what that is. None of this stuff you may need, some of it you may want, but from there I spawn an emitter, turn them invisible. I make sure Alice doesn't get choked up on them while they're already dead, so I turn off all the collisions, and then I destroy them. And the reason why I don't destroy them immediately is because if you destroy them, this emitter will disappear as well. So I just turn them invisible, and then I destroy them. And as long as they don't have any collision or they're doing anything, you're good. That's basically it for setting up an enemy. You really, just to summarize there, you just need to minus their health, and then kill them when the health falls below 0. That's really about it, at least for hitting them, for right now. So that'll be it for this video. When we come back, we'll do we'll set it up so you can actually apply damage to them on your character.